Now, as soon as you start going into rebounding, after 3 repetitions, the person's behaviorally conditioned. So you can change slightly. You can send them down, send them up, send them left, send them right. If you repeat the same pattern over and over, the person's just going to fall into the pattern and you're going to start getting a false result of what you're doing. So I don't really like to let someone know exactly what the issue is. So, for instance, I might issue, and then at the end I put the pattern bow, and he got like a 10% bow on it, and I don't tell them I'm going to do that. If I run another pattern, I issued off to the right. And I don't tell them they're issuing off to the right, I just put my mind and energy off to the right. Or you might do the same issue, and you put a little bit of a hopping energy behind it on the feet. So there's a little bit da-da-da-da-da-da, and you don't tell them that. It's not signaled in your hands, your mind does that. So you're constantly changing, so the behavioral conditioning can't give you a false signal. Because once the nervous system goes, when I touch him like that, his nervous system, I'm supposed to do this, then you start getting a false signal. So don't change the way you touch, just change what you think and what you tell the energy to do, and the energy does different things, and you get a more clear growth rate. If you fall into a pattern that is susceptible to any form of behavioral conditioning, you lose a lot of time on the false signals. And there's nothing wrong with behavioral conditioning, because you can use that, just energize the conditioning to amplify an effect and reduce the energy to reduce the effect of the conditioned response. That's fine too. But you're always having to measure it so that you don't delude yourself. If you get caught in a group of people training this type of stuff that are very isolated from testing on the outside world, they'll mostly just be responding to behaviorally conditioned responses in resonance with each other. So you're always looking at, how can I bypass that? How can I prevent myself from being a victim of delusion? And this is one method you can make the energy change all the time. You can't be behaviorally conditioned with that three times conditioning time. So you've got to figure it out all the time. Is this behavioral conditioning or isn't it? Because there's a certain percentage of people that will get behaviorally conditioned really, really quickly. And those people are really good for testing new things because they're usually hypersensitive to energy. So if you're testing out a new method, a new concept, you'll utilize those people. People who are super grounded is where you're going to test how deeply you can get into a person. So the idea of one day a week going to an MMA school or judo club or some place where people don't know what you're doing and test the effects of what you're doing, that's really beneficial. That's where you're going to grow if you want to get good at this. Okay, partner up and a bit of rebounding. You'll need a bit of space, a few people outside.